So, Bayern Munich 4, Chelsea 1. Very disappointing result. In the end, pretty much a disappointing end to the season. First, the FA Cup final, and now UEFA Champions League. We're out of the tournament. I got my man Loas here, PJ. Thoughts on the game?
Hey, dog. I mean, I expected a beating, but I didn't expect that beating, if that makes sense. And to be honest, watching the game, we shouldn't have lost like that because the three goals besides the header, I'd say, were self-inflicted pain among us.
That
Because
first goal, too.
first goal was avoidable, second goal was also avoidable. Mateo Kovacic, obviously. And then who scored? Who else scored? Lewandowski scored. Who else scored?
Um, who scored the second goal?
And that was Perisic.
Perisic, yeah. And then
Perisic. I don't remember the other one. But three of the goals were avoidable, and that's what disappointed me personally because, like, I mean, yes, we got outplayed, but the goals we conceded, I guess it summed up our season. To be honest with you, bad defending. Oh yeah, Tolisso scored. Where he was, that goal was avoidable, dog. So that's what pissed me off is that our defensive errors were just,
Bro, for me, one person I was also even disappointed in this time was Kovacic, bro. Hey, Kovacic had a terrible game.
Our midfield was non-existent. Kovacic was bad in that game. That was very bad.
Away, that led to the goal. Hey, because I'm kind. Honestly, I was two early goals, two wasteful goals. I was like, how bad can it get?
Dog. Within 10 minutes already, we've given them a penalty.
That's when I was like, we have no chance. What?
Elapo, I ran my mouth so much. Because I felt like we were going to do something at least.
Coming home.
And then, dog.
Hey, what did you think of Lampard's team, like his formation? I get that we had players injured, but that team, it kind of looked like he low-key had accepted Uti. It's done.
Starting Abraham over Giroud in a game like this was him just saying, we've lost. There's not a single sensible manager that would pick Abraham ahead of Giroud, no matter what. No one. So him starting over Giroud, for me, it was a letdown on its own, but I did not want to focus on all those things, especially because, I mean, Abraham did score, which is good. And I feel like we had chances where we could have scored, but I feel like Giroud could have done better than him. But hey, it's whatever. Also, Barkley, starting Barkley, for me, I was on both sides because I know what he can do, but sometimes when Barkley starts, he just doesn't do what he does when he comes from the bench. So, hey, dog.
Because personally, I know that Odoi hasn't had the best season, but I understood Odoi at left wing, understood Mount on the right. But then it just came Abraham in the middle. I just thought, is this guy really trying to win?
That's the thing.
Bro.
That's the thing. Also, Odoi shouldn't have started on the left. You should have started him on the right because playing him on the left with Alphonso Davies was definitely going to push him back. It wasn't going to be as effective because pace-wise, he's definitely going to be left in the dust. Him and Rich James are just not going to be good on that side. I felt like he should have moved him earlier or rather started him on the left to begin with and just go at them from there. Because you saw when Callum got in the game a bit, even when he scored the goal that was disallowed, he was getting into it from the left, though. From the left. That's where he should be playing.
Even before the goal, you could see him, he was making runs, he was carrying the ball, but when he'd look up, there'd be no one there. Literally, there'd be one player up front, Abraham, and Abraham was pretty much offside.
The distance between, you see when Caballero would shoot the ball up and then say they win the first ball, the distance between Abraham and the next person in midfield, the space was too long. I don't know, it's like we're scared of going up. We're defending from deep even though we had the ball. So Also, the approach to the game was just negative. We showed Bayern too much respect. I just wasn't happy. Overall, I wasn't happy.
Personally, I knew that Lampard was probably going to go with 4 defenders and just try and attack. But I thought maybe he'd go for like maybe 2 strikers, or maybe play someone like behind the strikers, maybe play Mount behind Tammy, and then play 2 fast wingers to try and like attack on the wings.
But thing is, we only had one winger. We had one
winger. We had one.
Yeah.
And hey, it was just sad for Chelsea. 7-1.
It was sad. I don't think that's happened as much in our recent history. I can't recall a time when we were beaten like this on aggregate.
That's like
any European. That's Arsenal score.
That's like Arsenal standards. Even Tottenham.
Dog. No, Tottenham were worse. Tottenham were also beating worse.
Like 7-2 or something like that.
Nah, it was 10-2. 10.
Yo. Hey, I honestly thought maybe we might go to 10 as well. Hey, when they scored that fourth goal, I was like, yo, hey.
I didn't finish the first half because I was just fed up. I didn't see Tammy's goal. I just stopped watching first half and then I continued watching second.
Another tap in. You don't even have to see it. Another tap.
Typical of Tammy. Typical. But then there's a run that he had. Yeah, I saw the highlights for his rebound from Neuer. But there's a run that he made second half where Thiago just came in with the tackle out of nowhere to stop Barkley from shooting. Tammy made a very good run there. I feel like from there we should have seen that if we put these guys under pressure, they might buckle because those guys can't run. I mean, Jerome Boateng, dog, he's not that quick.
You know what I felt like? I felt like we made Bayern look better than they actually are.
That's what I was trying to say to you, that we gave them too much respect.
Yeah, they're a good team, I agree. Like, they're playing well, they're on form. But yesterday, we just gave them more credit than we should have. Like, at some point, as I was saying, I felt like literally there was 10 of us. We were playing with 10 men. That's how, I don't know what was going on. The organization of the team, the players, like, the positioning was just off. And I was like, literally, I was like, did we get a red card that I didn't see at some point? Because it felt like they just had an extra man and they weren't even that hard.
I get you. For me, man, we lost the game first half. After first half, I already gave up. And for me, from that point on, I was like, rather let Frank play the kids. I mean, what's the point of bringing Giroud on in the 88th minute?
Yeah.
For what? So for me, I was like, just play the kids, let them get a bit of Champions League experience against a very good team. Yeah, because the game is lost. The game is already lost. Just play the kids and then let's just go back.
Low key, he could kind of use it as like a short little preseason because the season is going to start. No, I'm just saying, like, he could have just played the youngsters like in the second half.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Obviously, the season is going to start in a month, the league.
Yeah.
So I thought, then he put on Giroud. I was like, the tactics. Sometimes I don't understand Lampard. I won't lie.
We made one sub, and that was on.
That was Giroud.
Which, dog, for me, just didn't make any sense. But hey, the game is over. Our season is over. On to the next.
Yeah, I thought maybe he'd even put on Batshuayi since he hasn't played in a while.
Funny enough, in as much as Michi hasn't played, he's actually one of the top scorers in the team, if I'm not mistaken. He has 6 goals. But he has very, very little appearances as well. And actually, I don't know how...
Remember that goal he scored against Atletico that actually put us through?
Oh, in 2017.
No, like, wasn't it this season?
Atletico, no, we didn't. It was Ajax.
Oh, Ajax, sorry.
We won away at Ajax. Yeah, I remember that goal. I don't understand how Timmy started over Michi, to be honest with you, man. I'd rather play Michi because he can play in a sense. Remember the goal he scored against United, that solo run?
Oh,
where he had... Tammy can't do stuff like that. He can't have defenders all over him. And
Tammy has to score tap-ins, bro. Like, literally, it has to be either a rebound, a tap-in, header.
And he scored one header.
Even those
one header.
Honestly, personally, bro, I really want Tammy out of my club. Like, At first, I was saying loan, but I want him out, bro. I'm tired of him.
I wouldn't say out. The reason why is because with Tammy, the mistakes, or rather what he lacks, he can actually work on it. That's the thing. He can actually work on his weaknesses. Physicality wise, he can put in more work in the gym, build muscle, be strong. But in terms of actually playing, I don't know, dog. It's like he's wearing Timberlands. That guy. And that's how he plays. It's like he's wearing fucking Timberlands. And
Yeah,
that's the one thing that frustrates me the most about him. I don't know how he thinks. I don't know how he looks at the game, but he's just not it. I've been saying this since the beginning of the season. Yes, he was scoring, but I was just not feeling him in terms of playing. I've been saying this the whole season. The whole season. It's been
yeah.
bad.
And
But he has scored.
yeah, I guess. I mean, 15 goals for first Premier League season isn't bad, but the way he just
They
dipped.
don't tell the story. The
I'm,
goals do not tell the story. They
yeah, I think
don't.
it was just a purple patch, bro. I don't think it
You know
was.
what it's like. You know what it's like. It's like Benzema. Benzema will not give you the goals that you would expect from a striker that plays for Real Madrid with all the stars around him. But then if you actually watch him, he contributes way more than just scoring with Benzema. So with him, his stats do not necessarily back him in a sense that of the player that he actually is. But with Tammy, yes, he has the goals, but those
But
goals
you
tell the
can't really.
difference. They don't
You
tell the
can't,
story. They don't tell the
yeah.
story. Yeah. So
Another
that's just
thing that I actually wanted to mention was how bad. Like, I get it. Okay, it was a bad performance all around, but
yeah.
our defense, Zuma
Zuma
Christian
is the only
just
hope.
doesn't work,
No, Zuma
bro.
needs
Bro, how bad was Emerson?
Emerson was good going forward, but defensively we were bullied on
Defensively,
that side.
everyone defensively, everyone always hates on Alonso. Did you see how bad Emerson was, bro?
Yeah, Emerson was bad in that left, but going forward he was very good. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I was impressed with him going forward, but defensively on that
Defensively,
side we're bullied on that
that
side.
second goal, I think it was all him.
Not
One of the goals,
necessarily.
one of the no, sorry, the third goal, I think it was all him. That
No, I don't want to blame him with that one mainly because behind him there was a player that he was marking. Our two centre backs went to mark one player there, and then they left Tolisso in the middle. But then Emerson also had a player behind him, so he couldn't really be at two places at once.
yes,
But
but
he could have closed better there. But I can't really blame him on
he
that
just
one.
looked confused for me defensively.
He was.
Like,
I think
I don't know.
that's why we're in the market for a left back. That's
Yeah,
why
I heard that apparently Kepa is also gone. Like, he's not gonna.
Kepa needs to be gone.
I
Kepa,
heard, I
I
heard we're
want to
looking.
bring
I
it
heard
back.
we're looking at the Ajax keeper Anon. I think that's his
I
name.
wouldn't be mad. Any goalkeeper at this point is a step up from
Because
Kepa, to be
apparently All
honest.
Black and Ter Stegen are going to be too expensive if we're going to buy Havertz.
Not necessarily if we sell. If we sell, we can try to recoup a bit of money. But for
But
me, All Black is out. I don't think we can. I don't think we'd spend that much money on a goalkeeper that's 20. I don't know, but he's close to 30. He's pushing 30. Ter Stegen doesn't make sense. I don't. It doesn't make sense for Barca to even sell. So he's just out for me. Realistically, I'd say Onana, and then there's this other goalkeeper. I don't know which team he plays for, but he's unknown and he's very very good. So it's Onana and that one, or one of the English goalkeepers. I heard Nick Pope as well, but I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not really convinced about Nick.
Yeah,
But
same. I'm not. But
yeah,
with our left back, we need to sell Emerson. He's like what? He turned 25 or 26 like this past week, so we can get a bit of money for him.
I heard we're looking for that. Is it Sevilla?
Yeah, regular, and he's actually a Madrid player. Yeah, I like him.
He's on loan at Sevilla, right?
Yeah, I like him. I've liked him for a while
Apparently, he's the
actually.
he's the best left back uh, this season at La Liga. So
I heard it was last. Maybe it could be both seasons, but last season he was the best left back
but,
in La Liga.
yeah, defensively poor, attacking poor,
Yeah.
midfield. Kante looked
Oh,
lost. Hey, he looked like he was trying to. Kante was the captain. Imagine that. One of the most shy guys, one of the most quiet guys was the captain yesterday. I was like, we're definitely going to lose this game.
that goes to show the states of our club. To be honest, that's the state of Chelsea currently.
Yeah.
And Willian just announced he's leaving. Willian,
I think we could say goodbye to Willian since we're gonna get all these wingers anyway. And
We're not sure about that. We're not sure.
Hopefully, we can pray.
But yeah, this is what frustrates me. You see, there's no Pulisic, there's no Willian. We're having to fill Odoi's only winger, and we're playing a midfielder in the wing role. This should send a message to the board. Marina needs to go out and get Benrahma. We need to get that guy because if Pulisic gets injured during the season, then that's a player short. If Ziyech gets injured during the season, that's another player short. So we need to have a strong bench. I think that's where our focus should be. We need a very, very strong bench like Madrid. See, when Zidane took over in Madrid, Madrid had a first and second team. The second team consisted of players like Morata. They couldn't even make the team, even Isco. So we need a very strong bench if we were to compete for the Champions League or even the Premier League. Just like Man City. Man City, the bench of Man City can start for any other team.
When you count Mahrez starts, then you still have Foden, then you still have who's this
Bernardo.
guy?
Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, literally 3 players who could play the same position and who are all like equally good or close to who could start.
Exactly, that's depth. That's depth.
So,
that's what we need
right now. We don't have that.
Yeah, we don't have it, and I'm happy we're being linked with like big players and stuff. I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
I guess pretty disappointing end to the season.
Yeah,
we're praying for next season to be better. Everyone else, just look out for the player ratings. With me, PJ, and Mawande, it's gonna be a good player ratings. We're gonna talk a lot about the Champions League game. You guys are gonna see our feelings and our thoughts towards the game. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please continue to like and subscribe. PJ.